In this video, we at iDoc Europe show you how to remove the mainboard from your Galaxy S10e as well as replacing the earpiece or the vibration motor. The repair is a little bit more difficult because the back cover is strongly glued on. You should plan about 60 minutes for this. For the repair, we recommend the following tools. High-quality tools and original Samsung spare parts are available at www.idoc.eu. All links to the spare part and the tools can be found in the video description. And now we wish you a lot of fun with the repair. Switch off the device first to avoid short circuits during the repair. If the screen doesn't work anymore, it's not that bad. The device will turn off immediately if you disconnect the battery in a few steps. The device is opened via the strongly glued back cover. But attention, after a repair the mobile phone is no longer water resistant anymore. You can remove the back cover by warming up the glue and sliding all around with a flat tool between the back cover and the frame. Tools like the iPlastix or the iFlex are especially suitable for this. The iFlex is very flexible, has rounded corners and is very thin but still stable. You'll also need several flat picks and a suction cup to remove the back cover. Take a hot air gun or an ordinary hairdryer and gradually heat up the entire edge of the back cover. Don't heat the phone too much, just so you can still touch it comfortably. Place the suction cup on the bottom of the device and pull it to create a small gap between the back cover and the frame. Then try to get into the gap with your tool. With the iFlex, it's a little easier than with the iPlastix because it's made out of metal and is a bit more stable. The iFlex also makes it easier to scratch the frame of your device. So we recommend using a plastic tool as soon as possible. Slide the iPlastix under the iFlex into the gap. Then you can pull out the iFlex. Don't push the tool too far into the device and be careful not to scratch the back cover with the edges of the tool. That's why we recommend using a plastic tool as soon as possible. Do not insert your tool too far into the device. In the area where the cameras are, you should be careful not to damage anything. Then heat up again the area where you continue to work and move your tool further along the edge. To prevent the glue from reconnecting, you can use several picks and stick them into the already loosened parts. Be really careful as the back cover is made of glass and can break easily. Then continue along the entire frame and gradually loosen the glue. If necessary, heat repeatedly and repeat the process. Removing the back cover can take half an hour. Better take a little more time and work carefully to avoid breaking anything. Here you can see the glue. It is mainly on the edges and above the cameras. Now take off the back cover and put it aside. Then remove all Phillips screws of the same length from the plastic cover and put them aside together. If individual screws do not come loose immediately, you can use tweezers to remove them. The cover protects the mainboard and holds the coil for wireless charging. The coil is lightly glued to the side of the frame. Loosen the glue and remove the cover which is hooked into the frame. Now the battery connector is free. To avoid short circuits during repair, always disconnect the battery first. If you unplug connectors, do not lever where there are small components on the board. In the next step, remove the speaker. First loosen the Phillips screws of the same length. Then lift the speaker and remove it. It is slightly hooked into the frame at the bottom. Then disconnect the connector of the headphone jack. Lever up the headphone jack a little and then remove it from the device. Now disconnect the connector of the front camera with a spudger. If possible, always lever from one side where there are no components on the board. Then take the camera out of its socket. Now disconnect the different connectors from the main board. Again, make sure not to damage any components on the board. Lever carefully and then bend the contacts slightly to the side. Then loosen the screws that fix the main board. Now remove the SIM holder. Use a SIM tool or a paper clip. Then pull out the SIM holder. Then lift out the board. Make sure that no cables or connectors get stuck. Now loosen the glued earpiece with a flat tool. Put the new earpiece in its place and press it firmly. Make sure it is positioned correctly. If the new earpiece does not have a new adhesive, you should take it from the old one. The vibration motor is also glued in place. Use hot air again to loosen it. With a flat tool like the steel spatula or tweezers, you can carefully lever out the motor. Place your new vibration motor in its place and press it firmly. Make sure that there is still some glue on the underside. Slightly bend all flex cables to the side and then insert the main board into the device. Place it at the bottom at the charging socket and push it into the device. Then move the board down until it sits correctly everywhere. Make sure you don't pinch any cables under the board. Now reinsert the SIM holder. If it gets stuck, don't push it in with force, but check if the main board doesn't fit properly yet. If the main board sits flush and flat in the device, you can now screw it on. Then reconnect all connectors. Position the plugs over their sockets and press them down carefully. The connectors should snap in directly. If they don't fit correctly, loosen them again and reposition them. Never push the connectors down with force. Insert the front camera as well and press the connector on. Make sure there are no fingerprints or dust on the camera lens or inside the device. Install the headphone jack in its place at the bottom of the enclosure. Press the port down firmly and make sure it clicks into place. Then connect the headphone connector. Then put the loudspeaker back in place, push it into place and screw it on. Make sure it is hooked in at the bottom. Now connect the battery again. Position the contact over its socket and press it down carefully. Then put on the plastic cover with the charging coil. Hook it in at the top and press it down all around. Make sure it is hooked in everywhere and does not stand out. Then fasten all screws again. Test your phone now, before you glue the back cover on. Turn on the device and open the phone dial. Here you enter asterisks, #0, asterisks, # and the test menu opens. In the test menu you can test the display for pixel errors and check the touchscreen. You can also check all other functions such as the camera, speaker or status LED. If everything's fine, you can close your phone finally. Before you put the back cover on the housing, check the glue on it. It should be evenly distributed on the edge so that the back cover sits flush everywhere. Remove any excess glue if necessary. If you want, you can also remove the old glue and use a new one. We have linked a new adhesive frame in the info box below. Heat the rear glass again with hot air so that the glue will bond again. Please note, however, that the smartphone is no longer fully waterproof after repair. As long as the glue cools down, you can press the rear glass down with your fingers or weigh it down with a few books. Your phone is fixed now and we hope it was fun for you. If you liked the video, why don't you leave a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. High-quality tools, spare parts and accessories are available in our store. See you next time.